welcome back. Our second cup tie today is Everton against 4th Division Wigan. And it's an unpleasant reminder, I suppose, for Chelsea fans that it was Wigan who beat them at Stamford Bridge in the last round and so prevented Geoff Hurst's men making that profitable trip to Merseyside. But could Wigan do it again? That was the question as Granada's cameras covered Everton versus Wigan with commentator Gerard Sinstadt and Everton in the white shorts.
Now Horton, 2 against 2, and he's taking on Billy Wright to see if he can test him, and he's got it in for... I thought Brownbill was going to make it, but Hodge stretched out a long arm at the last second. But that's the danger on the break. Horton was put away, fancied his pace against Billy Wright, and the cross looked as though it would go for Brownbill, but Hodge saved Everton. Moore's throw-in has found Geoff Wright, who lost it by pushing it too far ahead of him. Hartford. Kidd. Kidman. Stanley. Cross to Latchford at the near post, and McBride scores! Joe McBride, in his 7th first-team appearance, gets his 2nd Everton goal, and John Brown can only look in dejection. Flick from Latchford, and the finishing from Joe McBride. A little bit of the passion has gone out of the game with the goal, and here's Eastoe coming through looking for a second and putting it wide, but in fact it was deflected wide because the referee had no hesitation in signalling the corner, with Eastoe coming in here on the shot, and indeed it was a fine save by Brown. Hartford. Billy Wright. McBride. Kidd. Billy Wright again. A lot of possession here for Everton. In the end, Methven intercepts. Brownbill. Urquhart. Gore. Geoff Wright. Corrigan. Brownbill. Already in these opening minutes we're seeing better football from Wigan than anything we really saw from them in the first half. Horton, can he turn on it? Geoff Wright, and Lyons gets it clear. Hinnigan coming in. Defence coming out looking for offside, and that's testing but not testing enough for Martin Hodge. But there was a moment here when Horton turned his man, and Geoff Wright coming in got the shot away, but Lyons intercepted and cleared. Dummy by Kidd, Latchford, McBride, and David's header gives away the corner. So more work in the 6-yard area for Wigan's defenders. John Brown just organising the men around him. McBride swings it over under that crossbar, and Latchford scores, and that will settle it now. McBride taking the left-footed corner, which might have been expected to be an outswinger, but in fact cut in under the bar, and Latchford up for a classic Bob Latchford goal. Urquhart, Gore. Quinn, build up here by Wigan. Brownbill, and in goes Urquhart. Pass a fraction hard, and Urquhart couldn't stretch, couldn't find the acceleration, and Hodge was out. Good move though from back on their own penalty area. They're crossing the halfway line, and when it's finally pushed through by Brownbill, Urquhart comes running in. Don't think he made contact at all. 2-man wall, Corrigan plays it for Gore, and Gore has a good shot! Oh, that was a beautiful shot! Tommy Gore, who has scored in all 3 previous rounds for Wigan, let go a beauty there. And really was only 2 or 3 inches wide of the post. He's still on the far side of the penalty area and calling, but McBride plays it in low to Kidd. Well, they don't come much better than that one. John Brown can't blame himself. I doubt whether he saw it. McBride hit in low, and Kidd waits and wallops. Jeff Wright. Stanley got a kick on the back of the thigh from Horton. Horton turns well and shoots well. Little touch of class from Peter Horton, who is one of the Wigan players who's been watched by a number of clubs, and here he shows why. On the chest, on the turn, and a good left foot effort goes just over. Stanley. Lyons. There's a good ball from Lyons, but Latchford stretched out on the turf after, I think, an encounter with Neil Davids. The referee seems to know what happened and is calling for the culprit. And Neil Davids comes across to answer. And Latchford certainly has no doubt about what happened, and is in a mood to administer his own justice. Mr. Willis sends him away. Latchford departs, scowling, and Davids departs uncautioned. Kidd for Kidman, Corrigan, and a corner. And the referee now is getting his card out again. Somebody has said something in that 6-yard area. And it's Kidd that he showed the card to. So that's the 3rd Everton player caution. Undoubtedly for a remark. Brown looking for this and helping it away with his left fingertips. And the book comes out once again. And now it's a red card and Brian Kidd goes off. 2 cautionable offences. And there are players squaring up to each other, Corrigan and Latchford. And the linesman is in between them as Kidd walks off. Bailey, who saw that from 30 yards away, has moved in to cool it down. And suddenly the game explodes.
3-0 victory for Everton, but look how it explodes here, and so unnecessarily so close to the end with the match already won. That's Bob Latchford arrowed there, and really it's a culmination of things. If you look very closely, you'll see how Latchford, well, the Wigan defender Davis collides straight into Bob Latchford there, and Latchford goes down. And as the ball is played upfield and eventually comes for a corner, the Everton players are truly incensed by that. And as they wait for this corner to be taken, Brian Kidd, as you saw earlier, was booked for arguing. But now look as we arrow them. There's Brian Kidd. Now this is why he was sent off. Kidd is the left arrow. Look at the referee left of him as well. Well placed to see what's going on. And look at the left elbow of Brian Kidd as he comes here in on Davis, the man who'd had that little affair with Bob Latchford. There goes the elbow in. And not really going for the ball, in the opinion of the referee. And in his view, that was a sending off offence.